Welcome. In this guide, we are going to learn about AI embeddings, one of the most powerful concepts in modern AI. Over the next few minutes, you will understand exactly how they work and why they are important. I will explain AI embeddings from beginners to advanced level. I promise by the end of this video, you will have a great understanding of AI embeddings. In this video, we will cover four key areas. First, the fundamentals. Here we will understand what exactly embeddings are and why they are really important. We will start by looking at the fundamental problems computer face and how embeddings solve them. Second, how they actually work under the hood. Third, different embedding models like Gina and others and their trade-off. And finally, the real world applications where you can use embeddings. Let's get started. Here is the fundamental problem. Computers cannot understand text the way as humans do. Look at the phrase patient has fever. To us humans, this has meaning. We understand it's about a medical condition. Someone has fever or they might have high body temperature. But to a computer, it's just a question mark. It does not understand what it means. It cannot process the meaning. Why? Because computer only work with the numbers. Zeros, ones, decimal like zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.3. They need numerical data to process information. So we have a gap. We as a humans understand the text, but computers need numbers. So how do we bridge this gap? Here is the another problem. Look at these two sentences. Patient has fever and patient has high body temperature. To us humans, these means exactly the same thing. But to a computer, they are completely different. Different words, different characters, no connection at all. This is where embeddings come into the picture. So, embedding teach computers to understand that these sentences have the same meaning even though they use different words. So, how do we solve this? We convert text to numbers, but not just any random numbers. We need numbers that actually preserve the meaning. Take this example. Patient has fever. We pass it through an embedding model and boom, it gives us a list of 384 numbers. Now 384 is a magic number. I will explain it later. For now, just know this is the dimension size and it's decided by the model's architecture we use for the embedding. Different models have different dimensions like 384, 512 and so on. Here is the cool part. These are not just random numbers. Each one represents something medical context, like how severe the symptom is, clinical relevance, and hundreds of other tiny details. This is the breakthrough. We have turned text into numbers that computers can actually work with while keeping all the meanings intact. Now the computers can process this text mathematically. Now let's see how embedding works visually. Imagine we plot these embeddings on a graph. Here is the word fever and another word is high temperature. Look, they are really close together. The computer understands that both have the same meaning. Now see what happens with a different word like cookie. It's far away from the medical terms. This is how computer understand the meanings. Similar words cluster together, but different words stay very far. Now we have a big question. So how are these numbers actually created? Let me explain it in two simple steps. Step 1. Every word in the Models dictionary already has a starting set of numbers assigned to it. Think of it like a dictionary. The word database has its own unique numbers, maybe 0.2, 0.5, 0.1, and so on. Similarly, the word fever has different numbers. Every word has its own unique set of numbers in the Morse dictionary. So the value of these numbers depends on the model's training. Step 2. A neural network, which is basically a smart mathematical system, or you can think of it as a tiny calculator that learns patterns, combines them. You can see the input on the left, the output on the right, and in between, the network does all the calculations, multiplying and adding these numbers together. But the important part is here the result. It will be 384 numbers that capture the complete meaning. You might be wondering why 384 numbers? Why not just 2 or 3? The answer has two parts. First, more dimensions mean more details and better accuracy. Let me show you. With only two dimensions, there is not enough space to represent all the different meanings. Words with different meanings might end up too close together or even overlap. The model cannot capture important information. But with more dimensions like 384, there is enough space to accurately represent the meaning of each word. Similar words stay close, different words stay far apart, and all the complexities of language can be captured. But still question why 384? So the answer is computers work most efficiently with numbers that are powers of 2 or multiples of power of 2. 384 is multiples of 128, which is 2 to the power 7. This makes the calculation faster and more efficient for the computer's hardware. Different models select different dimensions based on this principle. You will see 256, 512, 768, or 1024, all multiples of power of 2. So 384 is the sweet spot for certain models. It provides enough dimensions to capture rich meaning and its size that computers can process efficiently. This number is based on extensive testing and performance measurements. Models like Mini-LM use 384 dimensions for this reason. So now you understand the fundamentals like how text becomes number. Similar meaning sentence produce similar numbers and 384 dimensions capture rich meaning. But how does this work in the real world? Let's find out. Let's see how embeddings solve real problems with semantic search. Imagine users search for the patient high fever. First, this query get converted into embedding, a vector of numbers. You can think a vector is simple list of numbers like coordinates that represent the meaning. We will dive deeper into vectors soon. For now, just think of it as the numerical representation of the text. Now the system searches the database and finds matching results based on the similarities. Look at what it found. Elevated body temperature, 89% similar. Individual experiences fever, 85% similar. High temperature symptoms, 82% similar. Here is the key insight. None of these results contain the exact keyword from the search query, but they are all semantically relevant. This is the power of embeddings. Finding meaning, not just matching keyword. This is how modern search engines, recommendation systems, and AI assistants actually work.